I want to give you something, a little exercise, a little trick you can do whenever you feel that you're losing control. Because you may find yourself sometimes that your nervous system is overloaded and you feel anxiety. And you may not even sleep well, and you have a lot of emotions and thoughts that you're not intending to have, but you can't stop it. Or it could tilt towards the side of feeling depressed, in the sense of not having the energy to even get out of bed, like finding everything meaningless. And that may not look intense, but it's actually very intense, because when we have in this kind of meaningless apathy, when nothing makes sense anymore, when nothing gets you sad or happy anymore, or you may feel sad sometimes, but that is not really, without putting labels to it, you know what I'm talking about. You probably have felt like that sometimes, and hopefully you're not feeling today like that. But nevertheless, let's work on, let me give you something that should help you unblock yourself from that feedback loop state where you feel you cannot control your body, feeling that emotions, your mind just being restless and thinking things you don't want to think, and you're trying to get out of it. Well, the real deal in the long term is meditation, which goes about many subtle observations. But for this video, when you're normally in such a moment where things seem to be overwhelming, you may not have what it takes to go so subtle. So that's okay. If that happens, then I suggest you to go for a trick that has been working for thousands of years. And it's called your breath. Your breath is the axis between your mind and your body. Mastering your breath is going to help you have an incredible edge on whatever, from external sports accomplishment to stress management, health in general, but also in the spiritual way, when you want to go deeper. Let's not forget that the Buddha himself was actually focusing on his breath as he got enlightened. So that's topic for another video. But I'm just trying to say that there's a lot more to breathing than it seems, and it's very practical because it can navigate the most superficial side of your life, but also at the same time can go very, very, very deep and can be very useful. So I suggest anyone to master their breathing. By mastering, I mean letting go of the unconscious patterns that are blocking it. But nevertheless, it looks like exercise. What I'm going to be showing you today, it looks like that. So what I want you to do now is to breathe up, breathe in to the top of your capacity, and hold your breath and just relax. And then breathe in a little bit more. And then you breathe out slowly. Let's do it again. You breathe in until you feel that you can. That's just muscle tension. And then you hold in there. Your lungs are full. And by holding and relaxing in there, relaxing all your muscles, you will find that suddenly you have a bit more of a stretch. Then you can use it and breathe a bit more and breathe out slowly. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Feel that tension blocking your inhaling capacity. I don't want you to force. So just hold in there, relaxing all the muscles. And by relaxing, you will make some sort of bit more of space that you can breathe in a little bit more and then breathe out slowly. This is supposed to be for moments that your agitation is very intense. That's why it's going to top relaxing and going more, because it's assuming you're in a very blocked state. If you are in a regular, easygoing state, you actually will also find it very useful, but you don't need to be aiming for this top of the breath. There are so many breathing exercises. I have been working with my breath for more than 30 years. It's something that I've been doing actually that long for in a daily basis. So, of course, I'm going to say that's a great, useful thing to have in your life. And there are many different things you can do. But in this video, of course, I don't have time to go through not even a fraction of it. So I just wanted to give you this little thing that it could be wherever you're in your process. But if you feel that your body is blocked, your emotions are blocked, then you can unblock them by going up and from the top of your breath, just relaxing all the muscles in your body while you're holding the breath. And that will make some space. You can keep doing it as I'm talking. And you will find that will make some space. And you can breathe in, or maybe you can just breathe out. That's okay. You don't need to do this extra pushy thing. That's something I just picked up recently from science. But I've been doing this for many years and find it very useful to teach other people because it's very quick. It doesn't require much training and it works. It just works. It's like playing the quickest thing you could get over an anxiety attack, even quicker than pills sometimes, depending on what chemistry you're putting in. I'm talking about the regular way. Changing your breath will profoundly and quickly affect the chemistry in your body. So in that way, you can gain control over the whole process of losing control. I'm talking about anxiety, of course. If you would bring this to daily practice, and for those of you who are already in a good state, in a good place, then this may be useful just whenever things are intense. But maybe you want to go deeper. There's a lot of breathing techniques that you can use, really. I'm going on for at least hundreds of techniques. So this is a very wide topic. But in a nutshell, if you keep exploring, relaxing on the whole, when your lungs are full, and slowly breathing out, for many scientific reasons that I'm not going to be explaining here today, that works. This is not just spirituality or energetic stuff or based on ungrounded experience or knowledge. No, this is going to work for everybody. Any doctor will agree with what I'm saying. Hopefully. But generally, yes, or psychologists, or anyone who is very used to do this kind of interventions, they definitely may have another kind of tips. But they will certainly agree that this is going to help if you can do it. So my suggestion is to train it daily. And it's probably going to know right away that it feels good. In whatever state you are, it feels good. So practice it. And the more you feel it normal, over time you will even develop the capacity to stay longer and never forcing. Let me make that point clear. At some point you will notice that effortlessly you can just hold your breath longer and longer. But that's when the foundation of your breath on a 24/7 is changing. Then you will find yourself that you can stay. But it's something that sort of happens. You don't need to force your body ever. Please let me make that point clear. The important chemistry, alchemy, and all this is that you relax holding your breath when your lungs are full. And then you just gently breathe out. If you do that, that's not going to take you to enlightenment, but it's going to take you out of hell, at least proportionally to which extent you do actually this. So how long should you do it? Well, always do it just as much as it feels fine for you. So don't overdo it. Don't do it while driving. Don't do it in intense situations, please. Just common sense. And probably sit down. I don't know maybe you're very old and you could fall in the floor could be a risk for you. So definitely get yourself steady and comfortable and just explore what happens if you relax holding your breath with your lungs full. Hopefully you're doing it already, and just keep doing it. And you will notice that it helps. It's a very quick way. If you practice this enough, it will get you out of the dramatic intensity. It's not that whatever is the mental imbalances you have, they will be there, but they will be below the threshold that you lose control. Okay, so try this out. Let's try it one last time. 3 breaths together. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Notice that when you relax all your muscles, after a few seconds, you can breathe in a little bit more. Then you can use that space and then breathe out gently. Again, breathe in slowly. And when you get to the top, hold, relax your body. And when you feel that you have more space to breathe in, you can breathe a bit more. And then just relax. Relax. Breathing out. One more time, one last time. In. Without pushing, just hold in there in the limit. Relax all the muscles in your body. At some point, you feel that you can breathe in a bit more. And then just slowly breathe out. I hope you're noticing how it just feels better every single time. How many times can you do it? I did this, not joking, for thousands of times. I don't encourage, I'm not saying that there's much value in that, but it's definitely a very interesting experience. And certainly, I would speculate that most people, after a few hundred times of doing this, you should start absolutely feeling how things are settling, how things are better, how your body is releasing emotional trauma, how your mind is calming. So take it easy and explore how holding your breaths within a relaxed way is actually balancing your body and your mind. I hope this helps you as it has helped me.